Hi, my name is Tempest and today I'm going to make for you a tea inspired food. What I'm going to be using today is Dilmah's jasmine infused green tea, and with that I'll be making a dessert. First off, what I need to do is make a very strong tea. To do that I take some boiling water, 250 ml of it, and I combine that with 4 bags of tea. There's no water. Oh, that smells good. Once we have all 4 tea bags in the water, we can jiggle them, dangle them, stir them. Basically, we're going to let them all get to know each other for about 5 to 7 minutes. While we're waiting for the tea to steep, we need to bloom some gelatin. What I have here is a sheet of golden leaf gelatin. I'm going to cut that into 2 pieces so it fits my plate better. And I'm just going to add some cold water. And I'm going to let that sit there for about 2-3 minutes until it absorbs the water. Now what we need to do is we need to take the tea bags out of the tea and then make sure that it's hot enough that we can then combine the gelatin with the tea and dissolve the gelatin in the tea. Basically what we're doing is making a tea jelly. Okay, now with our hot tea, we take the bloomed gelatin. As you can see, it's now very, very floppy. And that square has turned into something much, much longer. We drop that into our jelly, or our tea. And then we just stir that around until it's completely dissolved. That should be about it. Okay, while we're waiting for the tea jelly to set, we're going to make up a coconut passion fruit biscuit. First off, take 7 grams of shortbread biscuits. Any shortbread biscuits will do. I tend to prefer plainer biscuits than anything else. These are little minis. You can use any biscuit. Put them all in there and bash them up. Now you can use anything you like. I'm going to use this gravy ladle, and all you want to do is crush them. And that should about do it. Next we want to blot some passion fruit pulp, just to remove a little bit of the moisture from it, because we're going to add it to the biscuit mix and we don't want the biscuits to be too damp. So I'm going to take about a teaspoon and a half to 2 teaspoons of passion fruit pulp, and I'm just going to blot that with the kitchen towel. Just to remove some of the excess moisture, and then we're going to scrape that off into the biscuits. mix. So as you can see, that passion fruit pulp has now become much more sticky rather than juicy. Last thing you want is a juicy biscuit. Give that a little bit of a stir. Add to that also about a tablespoon of melted coconut oil. What this will do, like butter, is bind it, but coconut oil tends to set harder in the fridge than butter does, producing a firmer biscuit once it's all set up. Give any big lumps one more bit of a bash. You don't want it too fine, otherwise the biscuit sets up really, really firmly and becomes difficult on the tooth. Okay, that should about do it. Next, we want to spread the biscuit mix out on a flat area. Something that we can put into the fridge to help it all set up. And we do want it to be relatively thin, about 1 to 2 millimeters thick. So like a kind of wafer or crisp. So this is a bit warm now, so we're going to put it in the fridge, chill it down for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to press it out a bit further. Okay, so we've brought the shortbread back out of the fridge, and as you can see, I put a little flat piece on top to help crush it down. Now that it's a little bit firmer, what I want to do is just cut it into a few shapes so that we can use this to garnish the dish when it's finished. So just with a knife, gently make your lines. And what I want for this dish, I think, is some triangular shapes. That'll go back into the fridge to set up firmly, and then when we're ready to use it, we'll take them and clean them up and use them accordingly. Okay, what we have here is the gelatin. It's just the tea jelly. It's almost set. As you can see, it's starting to fall apart. What we do now is we take a whisk and we beat it up into a nice flour. Okay, now that we've done that, we want to now put it into some serving dishes. I'm going to serve these in a couple of glass cups. Now these go into the fridge. Now we're in the final stretch. What we need to do is take a biscuit, carefully, place it into each flummery. Layer on some mango. We take some kiwi circles. We just dot them around. And with just a little bit of sharp finish, we take a very, very fine piece of passion fruit foam and we drizzle that over there, which will add a nice touch of sharpness to the overall dish. Place them onto sauces and serve immediately. And then you have my take on a jasmine and green tea flummery. Simply tea and biscuits.